Hi guys, this is Erica from Gokche Capital.
Now before I begin, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on notifications. Every now and then I get a very odd quote submission. And one of my more recent interesting submissions looked like this. The areas in red are actually one parcel. Now this little portion of the parcel does have nice road access, but there's this long piece in the back that is disconnected from the road and from the tiny frontage piece. In some of our previous videos, we discussed how to handle landlocked properties. One option would be to try and work with the neighbor at this parcel in order to get an access easement along one of the edges. But there is another tool available to landowners. Potentially before this improvement was created, the lot lines could have been adjusted to connect these two pieces of the property. However, the property owners didn't do this, so the parcel remains in its odd configuration. Yet, this is not the strangest parcel I've seen. I'll cover that one at the end of this video. For now, let's go over the second option that is available to the owner of our strange little property, the lot line adjustment. This is a useful little tool that any property owner should be aware of. So in today's video, we're going to cover the top things you need to know about lot line adjustments. Number 1. A lot line adjustment involves altering the property lines of existing parcels of land. The aim, of course, being to change the legal boundaries of multiple parcels. Number 2. A lot line adjustment serves multiple purposes. Now, the regulations vary from jurisdiction to jurisdiction, but in many areas, you can actually merge up to 4 adjoining parcels into one single parcel through a lot line adjustment. Merging a few smaller parcels into one larger parcel is often done because it will allow for larger developments. Another reason why property owners use lot line adjustments is to slightly adjust parcel boundaries in order to make one or more properties comply with zoning requirements. So there may be circumstances where one or more parcels have odd boundary lines that make it difficult to meet, say, the setback requirements in the zoning ordinance. And by smoothing out the parcel boundaries between the two properties, the lots can be made compliant with zoning and allow for development. And another major reason a lot line adjustment is done may be to improve access to a parcel, as we saw with our opening example. And I'll just make one note here that while a lot line adjustment can be used to merge parcels in many jurisdictions, you are almost never allowed to use a lot line adjustment to increase the total number of parcels. This typically must be done through a subdivision. Number 3. A lot line adjustment is an administrative action, which means that you will need approval from your local planning department. Thus, before considering a lot line adjustment, you should give the planning department a call to go over what all of their requirements are. Number 4. As I just mentioned, you will need to get approval from the planning department for the lot line adjustment, but the approval itself does not create the adjustment. A lot line adjustment technically involves conveying a portion of one property to another, and to legally do this, a new deed must be recorded describing the new legal description or boundary lines for the adjustment to be codified. Number 5. Your lot line adjustment will need to comply with the zoning code. This means that the newly configured parcels must meet all road frontage, lot size, and setback requirements if you want to be able to build on the properties. Number 6. A lot line adjustment can affect your property taxes. Lot line adjustments often change the size of the parcels involved, and the assessed value of the lots will therefore be adjusted according to the new sizes. Depending on how big of a change in acreage the lot line adjustment entails, you may see a change in the amount of property taxes you pay. And number 7. In order to effectuate a lot line adjustment, all property owners involved need to agree. Therefore, a lot line adjustment cannot be done when there is a boundary dispute. Should there be a dispute between you and your neighbor, you will need to resolve this first. And depending on the nature of the dispute, this may require first hiring a survey to determine where the existing parcel lines are, but sometimes it may also require going to court. So there you have it. A lot line adjustment is a very useful tool, especially for properties that are oddly shaped or have poor access. But what happens if your property is not only landlocked, but completely surrounded by another country? This actually happened to a number of property owners. At one point, there were 102 enclaves of Indian territory in Bangladesh, and within these enclaves were 21 second-order enclaves, including one 1.7-acre parcel that had the misfortune of being a third-order enclave. It was an Indian property encircled by a Bangladeshi village, which was itself encircled by an Indian village that was entirely situated in the Bangladeshi division of Rangpur. Fortunately, a 2015 treaty between Bangladesh and India resolved the enclave issue altogether by simplifying their international border and exchanging enclaves. This could perhaps be considered one of the most complicated lot line adjustments in history. But imagine having to cross two different borders just to go to the grocery store. Crazy, isn't it? Now, do you have any stories about lot line adjustments? Let us know in the comments. Did you like this video? You're going to love our Gokce Land Due Diligence program. We'll make you a land due diligence expert in just 7 days. Check it out at gokcecapital.com/glad. And while you're at our website, don't forget to explore our $1 down properties at gokcecapital.com/listings. Finally, don't hesitate to reach out with any questions. You can email, call, or text, and we will respond as soon as possible. So thank you for listening, and more to come.